Think spending more money guarantees a better truck? Think again. Some of today's priciest pickups are actually engineered disasters waiting to empty your wallet. We're ranking the absolute worst trucks you can buy right now, starting with the worst and working our way down. These aren't just bad purchases, they're financial catastrophes that'll have you questioning every life decision that led you here. Number 1. Ford F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid 2021 to 2024. Let's start with the absolute champion of disappointment, Ford's PowerBoost Hybrid F-150. This isn't just unreliable, it's spectacularly broken. For 3 straight years, this truck has claimed the title of least dependable in its class. That's not a coincidence, that's a fundamental engineering failure. Here's what owners are experiencing. Their trucks are spending roughly 1/10 of their ownership sitting in service bays. Imagine buying a $60,000 vehicle that's unavailable for over a month each year because it's constantly being fixed. One documented case showed a truck racking up 90+ days of repair time across just 30 months of ownership. The issue? Ford crammed hybrid technology into a platform already struggling with reliability. The troublesome 10-speed gearbox gets even worse when paired with electric motors and battery systems. Every component seems designed to fail. Transmissions refuse to shift properly. High-voltage batteries drain mysteriously overnight. The exhaust gas recirculation system needs constant replacement. Error codes pop up that technicians can't even identify. This represents everything wrong with modern trucks. Untested technology, rushed production timelines, and marketing hype trumping actual engineering competence. Ford sacrificed reliability for fuel economy, bragging rights, and buyers are paying the price. Number 2. GMC Sierra Chevrolet Silverado with 6.2 liters, V8 2021 to 2024. Nearly 600,000 of these trucks have been recalled for potentially catastrophic engine failures. The 6.2-liter V8, supposedly the premium power option, has serious manufacturing defects in critical rotating components like connecting rods and crankshafts. What does this mean in practice? You could be cruising along when suddenly you hear horrible grinding noises, oil pressure vanishes, and your engine transforms itself into an expensive boat anchor. Fixing a grenaded engine means $15,000, $20,000 if you're out of warranty, plus weeks without transportation. General Motors' solution is laughably inadequate. Different oil, a new filler cap, and updated paperwork. That's their answer to fundamental structural problems in the engine's core components. It's like putting a band-aid on a compound fracture. These engines already had reputations for lifter problems, excessive oil consumption, and that telltale ticking sound indicating internal damage. The active fuel management system meant to save gas actually creates uneven wear patterns that accelerate failure. Combined with transmission issues in the 10-speed automatic, you've got a powertrain falling apart from multiple directions simultaneously. Number 3. Nissan Titan XD 2024 to 2025. The Titan isn't just unreliable, it's a wealth destruction device. This truck suffers the worst depreciation in the entire full-size segment, losing 58% of its original value within 5 years. That's catastrophic. Buy a mid-trim Titan for $50,000, and 5 years later, it's worth maybe $21,000. If you financed it, you're probably underwater, owing more than the truck is worth. You'll need to bring cash just to escape it, then roll that negative equity into your next loan with worse terms. It's a financial trap. Why does it depreciate so brutally? Because nobody wants them. Fleet managers ignore them. Contractors pass on them. The secondary market treats them like radioactive waste. When you try selling, dealers lowball you because Titans sit unsold for months. Beyond depreciation, the Titan has genuine reliability problems. Fuel system issues causing rough performance, expensive interior electronics that fail prematurely, and transmission troubles, echoing broader Nissan quality concerns. Nissan's limited dealer network makes repairs slower and costlier than competitors. There's literally no upside. The Titan isn't cheaper when new, doesn't offer better capabilities, and isn't more reliable. Buying one is purely self-destructive. Number 4. Ford F-250, F-350, Super Duty 2020 to 2021. These specific years involve a terrifying safety recall. The steering column can spontaneously disconnect while driving, causing total loss of steering control. One moment you're fine, the next your steering wheel spins uselessly while the truck goes wherever physics decides. Ford issued Recall 25S94, but replacement parts weren't available until early 2026. Thousands of these trucks drove around with known fatal defects for years. If you're buying used, the previous owner might never have completed the recall. You'd be piloting becoming a time bomb. Even with the recall fixed, these trucks hemorrhage value, retaining only 55% of their worth after 5 years. Starting above $72,000, that's over $32,000 in lost equity. For a supposed commercial workhorse, that's a financial disaster. Life-threatening defects plus massive depreciation makes these particular model years absolutely untouchable, regardless of your towing needs. Number 5. Ram 1500 with air suspension 2025. Ram's active level 4 corner air suspension sounds fantastic on paper. Automatic height adjustment, improved handling, enhanced towing stance. In reality, it's an expensive nightmare that fails predictably and repeatedly. The compressor makes horrible grinding sounds as moisture corrodes internal components. Air springs leak, causing corners to sag. Automatic adjustments stop functioning. In cold weather, the entire system malfunctions, leaving you with improper ride height and compromised suspension. Repairs are outrageously expensive because you can't replace individual parts. Everything's integrated. Compressor, springs, sensors, control modules, dealership repairs easily hit thousands. And these aren't permanent fixes. The system fails cyclically. Fix the compressor, then springs fail, replace springs, then the control module dies. Many owners eventually give up and convert to conventional coil springs and shocks, paying thousands for aftermarket conversion kits to remove a feature they paid thousands to add originally. You've paid twice, once for air suspension, again to rip it out. Number 6. Chevrolet Colorado GMC Canyon 2024 to 2025. These corporate twins share the same factory, same parts, and same catastrophic problems. GMC ranks 20th out of 22 brands for reliability. These are among the least dependable vehicles available in 2026. The electrical problems are extensive and dangerous. Defective sensors, failed blind spot monitoring, dead instrument clusters, crashed infotainment systems, randomly inoperative power windows and doors. Some trucks get completely bricked by electronics won't start, won't shift, totally dead because one cheap sensor failed. Over 55,000 units were recalled because faulty front cameras falsely detect obstacles, triggering unexpected automatic emergency braking. Picture this. You're doing 60 miles per hour when your truck suddenly slams the brakes at full force for no reason. The vehicle behind you can't react in time and rear ends you at full speed, all because of a software glitch. Then there's the LED headlight problem. They randomly flicker or shut off completely while driving at night. Suddenly, you're blind on a dark road because your headlights quit working. The cruel irony, the 2.7-liter turbo engine is actually decent, but that doesn't matter when faulty sensors disable your vehicle or automatic braking tries killing you. Number 7. Toyota Tacoma 2025. This will shock people. Toyota built its reputation on legendary reliability. The Tacoma has been the gold standard for mid-size trucks for decades, but the all-new 2025 model has spectacularly destroyed that reputation. Consumer Reports ranked it dead last in predicted reliability for the mid-size segment. For a Toyota, that's not just disappointing, it's a complete collapse. Problems center on the new turbocharged I-Force powertrain and 8-speed automatic. Owners report chronic, rough shifting, delayed engagement, and hesitation during acceleration. Toyota has already issued technical service bulletins for transmission problems, confirming these are known systemic defects. Electrical systems are a complete mess. Multiple warning lights illuminate simultaneously. Drive start control malfunctions, brake system errors, various electrical gremlins. The infotainment freezes and crashes. Connectivity features don't function. This is a brand new truck unable to deliver basic functionality without constant glitches. The tragedy? Toyota buyers pay a premium specifically for reliability. A Tacoma costs thousands more than a Colorado or Ranger because of Toyota's reputation. But 2025 buyers are paying that Toyota tax for a first-generation platform, actively failing to deliver. You're overpaying for a legendary name while getting a truck no more reliable than the cheapest competitor. If this generation continues having major powertrain and electrical issues, market confidence will collapse. Future buyers will avoid these years, tanking your resale value along with the truck's reputation. Number 8. Ram 1500 with Hurricane Engine 2025. Ram killed the legendary Hemi V8 and replaced it with the brand new twin-turbocharged Hurricane Inline 6. This is a massive reliability gamble. First-year engines, especially high-compression twin-turbo units, take years to iron out problems. You won't discover the Hurricane's fatal flaws until after spending $50,000. With this engine, you're an unpaid beta tester. There's no long-term reliability data. Nobody knows if the turbos will survive past 100,000 miles. Nobody knows if cooling systems will fail prematurely. Nobody knows if software will cause random stalling. But Ram will happily sell you this unproven engine at full price. This is frustrating because the Hemi V8 was a known quantity. Ram's reliability had been improving until they introduced the Hurricane, resetting the reliability clock to zero. You're buying based on trust in Ram's old engines, but getting a completely different, unproven powertrain. The regret comes when major repairs hit right after warranty expiration. New engine designs mean expensive, time-consuming repairs as mechanics learn these complex systems. If the Hurricane follows the path of other rushed powertrains, 2025 buyers will face catastrophic failures around 60,000 to 80,000 miles out of warranty, with a truck that's lost 40% of its value. Number 9. Ford F-150 Power Boost Hybrid, 2021 to 2024. Yes, this truck is so bad it appears twice on this list. The Power Boost deserves both the number 1 and number 2 spots for different reasons. Beyond the worst reliability ratings and 10% downtime, there's the complexity problem. Ford took an already problematic platform and added massive, unproven complexity. The standard F-150's 10-speed automatic has a long history of durability concerns. In the Power Boost, those transmission problems are amplified exponentially because now you're adding electric motors, high-voltage batteries, complex power management software, and integrated hybrid components that must work perfectly together. When any part fails, it cascades into multiple failures, leaving the truck completely inoperable. Owners report severe electrical gremlins impossible to diagnose, random error codes technicians can't track down, batteries dying overnight for no reason, stranding you in your driveway. Hybrid components like EGR valves and coolers failing repeatedly. Electric motor integration causes weird transmission behavior, making the truck lurch and hesitate unpredictably. These aren't minor annoyances, these are fundamental reliability problems making the truck unusable for extended periods. Number 10. Jeep Gladiator 2024 to 2025. The Gladiator looks like the perfect off-road truck, but underneath that rugged exterior lurks a nightmare called death wobble. This is violent, uncontrollable shaking of the front wheels that happens when you hit a bump at highway speed. Your steering wheel oscillates violently, and you lose control of where the truck is heading. This is a known defect in the suspension and steering geometry that's plagued Wrangler-based vehicles for years. Fixing this isn't cheap. Most owners spend thousands on aftermarket steering stabilizers, track bars, and suspension upgrades just to make their Gladiator safe for highway driving. These aren't performance modifications. These are required fixes to correct a fundamental engineering flaw that should have been resolved at the factory. The transmission is equally problematic. Across 2021 to 2025 model years, owners report rough shifting, transmission slipping, and complete failure to engage gears. Some describe their Gladiator bucking and lunging in traffic because the transmission can't decide which gear it wants. Some claim the Gladiator holds value better than competitors, with 35% depreciation over 5 years. But when you factor in thousands spent on suspension upgrades and potential transmission repairs, that resale advantage disappears completely. You're buying a project requiring constant investment just to remain functional. Final warning: if depreciation is your biggest concern, you need to understand which trucks are losing value fastest before 2026. Some models are shedding value so quickly you'll lose more in depreciation than most people spend on an entire car. Do your research before signing anything.